This sponsored video is brought to you by Mobil 1 Annual Protection, which you can find at your local Pep Boys. Greetings viewers, EricTheCarGuy here, and yes, I am back with another oil change video, but this one is somewhat unique. In this video, I will be changing my oil with Mobil 1's Annual Protection, which is an oil that is good for 1 year or 20,000 miles in your engine before it needs an oil change. I thought that was kind of intriguing, so as I said, I'm going to try it in my 2012 Honda Odyssey. I'm changing the oil today, but I'm going to come back in a year or 20,000 miles, whichever comes first, and see what kind of condition the oil is in. I am starting my experiment at 73,410 miles. Now, just because you can go a year or 20,000 miles between oil changes, that does not mean you can ignore the other maintenance on your vehicle, such as tire rotations or brake service or other fluid changes, stuff like that. So you'll be able to save a ton of time by not changing your oil, but don't forget about the other maintenance items that your vehicle requires. So I thought we could take this experiment one step further. Now, while this oil is draining, I'm going to gather a sample of it that I can send off for analysis. When we do the second oil change with the Mobil 1 Annual Protection, I will take a sample of that oil when that oil gets changed and send that off as well. And we'll compare the two and see if there's been any abnormal engine wear during that interval. ExxonMobil has produced a lot of products over the years, and with Mobil 1 Annual Protection, they went through extensive testing to prove that it works for 1 year or 20,000 miles in your engine. I'm going to submit my sample for testing, and I expect it to perform as advertised. Here's an oil change tip. You can fill your oil filter up with oil before installing it. That is, if it points downward. If it points up or some other strange angle, you may not be able to do this, but this can help on startup. Only a little bit after it makes contact, about a quarter turn or so. You don't want to go too tight. It's also not a bad idea to change the crush washer on your drain plug when you change the oil. This will help prevent leaks. You don't need to over-tighten the drain plug either. So I was reading this fun fact in the literature about this oil, and it said that if everybody did annual oil changes, it would save something like 587 million gallons of used oil. That's impressive. Also be sure to check and top off the rest of your fluids during an oil change. It's also a good idea to check and set your tire pressures. After you're done, start it up and check for leaks. So once you're done with all that, it's a good idea to check the oil level and make sure everything's all good. But it occurs to me, since we're going so long between oil change intervals, it's probably a good idea to periodically check the oil level to make sure that it's still good, because we don't want it running low. The only thing I need to do now is reset the maintenance light. Well, this should certainly be an interesting experiment. I've never gone 1 year or 20,000 miles between oil changes before. I've got my sample. I'll send it off now. I'll do the same thing at the oil change in 1 year or 20,000 miles. Then in a year, we'll come back and make another video and report on our findings. This comes in 0W20, 5W20, and 5W30, and it can be purchased at your local Pep Boys. I will link that down in the description so you can check that out. I'll also link Mobil 1's Annual Protection in the description so you can read more about the oil and what its capabilities are. Aside from that, be safe, have fun, stay dirty, and I'll see you in a year. No, I'm not going to drink it. I will put links in the description to this Mobil 1 Annual Protection, as well as Pep Boys, which is where you should go and get this, because I forgot the other stuff. So now I'm going to make this upside down and make it all weird. This video brought to you by Mobil 1. Yeah. Links in the description to information on you and where you live.